this is going to be our suitcase deadlift. Our suitcase deadlift can be with two varieties of weights. The regression down in the lighter weighted version would be using a kettlebell. As the kettlebells progress, which max out at 60 pounds, we would then go into our barbell version, and the weight on this can be made as heavy as necessary. I'm going to show the pickup with the kettlebell very quickly, and I'm going to focus on the barbell version because there are a couple more minuscule nuances that come into effect when you use the barbell. So for my suitcase deadlift, our normal deadlift position is going to be the same as our squat position, which is pretty much a shoulder width foot position, hip width foot position, and pretty much a pointed toe box, both toes pointed forward. Slight turnout's acceptable, but not much of a turnout. The slight difference now with the suitcase deadlift versus a regular deadlift is because I'm going to be lifting up weight on one side and putting it down near my toes, I like to have the feet just a tad closer. So maybe just for this version, I would have you say slightly inside of shoulder width, but in general, our squat and deadlift position will be shoulder width. So I'm going to slightly go into shoulder width, and you'll see why in a second. As I reach down for my weight, here's our two crucial points of our suitcase deadlift: our shoulder height and our hip alignment. So you want to think about a businesswoman or a businessman picking up a briefcase, which would only be on one side. As I reach down, my body's going to want to favor a shift towards the weight. So my shoulder height is going to drop, my hip alignment is going to shift. And those are the two areas I want you to focus on. If this is your first time doing suitcase deadlift, I want you guys to focus on trying them in front of a mirror so you can really focus on those two areas. As I reach down again, I want to make sure my shoulder height is level, my hips are centered in alignment, and I'll do my deadlift position, squeezing the glutes up top. As I descend, I'm putting it down the same way. Weight goes right outside the foot. Now this is why I have the feet a little closer so we're not putting the weight right on the toe. With the barbell, it's a little bit more difficult because when you grab this barbell, you need to make sure you're centered. If you're not centered and you pick up your weight, you'll get this effect. So you want to be centered. Position's going to be the same. All right, feet about shoulder, maybe a tad closer. I'm going to squat down, watching my hip alignment, my shoulder height. Reach for the weight. Engage the core. Drive up. Fire through the glutes. Glutes are tight, hips are squeezed through, and then descending back down, finishing the deadlift motion. And again, that's our suitcase deadlift.